So we're back with Kendall Jones, hunter and former Raider cheerleader. Red Raider? I can't just say Raider?
Yeah. You can say Raider, yeah.
You gonna hold me? Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not getting cussed out by anybody, am I? No. Yeah, somebody in this control room is kind of mad though. So you're a cheerleader.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. Who cheerleaded at Texas Tech? I dated someone who was a cheerleader who went to Texas Tech.
Really?
Yeah, it was a long time ago though. And has absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. So, with that being said, so you've dealt with a lot of hate as a result of pictures that you've posted online. I mean, I've seen videos of people just kind of berating you on an almost psychotic level. What do you think it is about you? People hunt all the time, like, and people post pictures all of the time. What do you think it was about you in particular, since I can't speak English, that people just had this kind of vitriolic reaction to you in the posting of the pictures that you did?
I'm not a stereotypical hunter. I don't have the look of a stereotypical hunter. If it was like a fat, old, bald guy, it probably wouldn't have happened. But I'm a young, blonde cheerleader, outgoing. I'm still a girly girl, but I like to hunt just like boys do. So I think girls in general can just be an easier target because we're more sensitive and we let things get to us more. So I think that that's kind of why they targeted me. And of course, since it was African animals, a lot of people don't understand that as well. So I think just a mixture of all that is kind of what got the antis to really jump on board.
So you think that if you were, killing hogs and taking pictures with a whitetail, do you think it would have had the same reaction? You think so you think it's due kind of more to the exotic nature of the hunt that people are okay with when it's kind of more domestic versus.
Yeah, I mean, there's some, like, you even have hunters that are against hunting exotic animals, which I'm not exactly sure why. I would guess that they're not educated on the subject as well. But, yeah, I think it just has to do with the animals that I shot and that I'm a young girl.
I think I blame National Geographic. No, I'm dead serious. Yeah. It's I think it's synonymous. I think I grew up during an era where everything you learned about foreign animals was by way of shows like National Geographic. And so what it seemed to essentially do is it kind of created this mystique and allure about the animals that we were able to kind of distinguish between the deer we see every day or the hog that we see all the time on TV. And so whenever you can take something and make it majestic, so to speak.
I would also say Disney has a part in it.
Well, yeah, of course, Bambi. You kill Bambi.
And The Lion King.
Yeah. I would think that. I mean, it sounds like we're being facetious, but I think it's true. I really do. I think a large part of it has to do with that.
I don't think that's the sole reason, but I think that it has a part to do with it.
No, I think you give people too much credit. I think that's probably the sole reason. I think people, it's like you've essentially giving human characteristics to what are essentially animals. So I don't think in a lot of people's eyes when they see you take a picture with a dead lion or a zebra, I think they actually feel like you've killed a human.
Simba.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I mean, these people, I mean, they don't have a problem, with killing the cow that they're about to devour on their plate.
My thing is they don't have a problem getting meat from the store.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of... Go ahead.
My thing with vegetarians and vegans, okay, you get your lettuce and stuff, but how do you think that's made? By farmers. Farmers have to kill hogs that get into all their crops and stuff. So
that's a very good point. I think people don't think it through. We've basically allowed activism to become a form of coolness, so to speak, right? Yeah, it's like it's a thing to do. This is why you get things like the Kendall Jenner Pepsi commercial. It's like you fetishize essentially advocacy.
We've allowed to have a voice that don't need a voice. Like, oh my gosh.
So like, all right. So I get it pretty bad, right? I mean, I was just going.
What?
I get it pretty bad online as far as the trolling, people coming at me, things of that nature. You know, I was just going back and forth with Shannon Watts just last night on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I know how I typically try to deal with it. How do you handle it? And is it something that inevitably usually kind of gets to you at some points, or are you just kind of built from steel and it just kind of ricochets off?
I would say I'm built from steel. Like, not once has it ever phased me. Like, I've always had like this view of what people say, especially people that don't know me. What people say about me, it says more about them than it does me, because they don't know me, you know?
Yeah.
So how are you going to sit there and talk about someone that you don't even know? I think that says more about them than it does me. But as far as the comments and stuff, I go into Facebook, and Instagram has a new feature too, where you can like block out like cuss words and certain words.
I didn't know that.
So I do that, and then I block them, of course. And sometimes, like, if they're just ignorant, I'll like say some stuff back.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I posted a picture of me shooting a turkey, and this one just comes back because I think it was yesterday. Someone commented and was like, how about, because I said I shot a turkey at Rocky Ridge Outfitters, which I just tagged them in it because that's my ranch at home. And someone said, why don't you go out and take yourself on a hunt and shoot a turkey on your own? I was like, well, this is my ranch, so technically I did. Like, if you would do any sort of like research and not be ignorant, then, well. But as far as people like cussing me out and saying karma and like kill yourself, no, I just like block those people.
Yeah. You know,
I would say I have like 20,000 people blocked on Facebook.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty ambitious.
Yeah, a few thousand on Instagram as well.
I think I noticed that there's this new phase. There's this new thing out there. Like, I get people who will make little slick comments to me, and generally I ignore them. Every once in a while, I'll kind of slap them back. And the interesting thing is, it's just that usually what will end up happening is they'll go into this whole defense mechanism of, oh, you responded, so you must be a sensitive snowflake. I'm like,
oh gosh,
you came onto my page and insulted me. If you're gonna dish it out, be able to take it.
If you don't like what I do, why are you on my page? Like, if I don't like something, I'm not gonna go to someone's page, get pissed off about it, and then comment about it. I'm just not gonna look at it in general. Like, you can't please everyone in this world. So
no, you can't. You really can't. And I think there are some people who just thrive off of just kind of dishing out that negativity.
Yes,
and so for them, it actually makes them feel good.
I would like to interview one of the trolls and ask like what they get out of it. Like, what feeling do you get out of telling a 22-year-old girl to kill herself? Like, you feel powerful, or I don't know.
You know what I think a lot of it too is I think you really tee people off because you do have a very apathetic approach to the criticism. And people tend to not like that strength because they don't see it within themselves. And so you almost serve as a bit of a mirror to their own personal weakness. And people don't want to see themselves in that way. So they attack you when in reality they're almost attacking themselves. Nietzsche.
Yeah. Jealousy is very, very bad too.
What do you mean?
People speak out of being jealous.
Gotcha.
They're just mean.
Yeah, no, and I think there's another facet of people who honestly just hate their lives, and so they want to take that and impart that onto as many people as they can. And then when they see someone like you who does have a passion for hunting and enjoys what she does and has generated success from it, they don't like that. They want to tear that down, and then add insult to injury, you're kind of like. Right, and so at that point it just enrages them even more. But with that being said, I think you should continue being that way. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have some thick skin to with some of the hate that a lot of hunters deal with. Like, just some, and my thing is, I go on Instagram and like whenever I'm blocking people, you have to like click on their profile. I am amazed by all the 12, 13-year-old kids. I'm like, where is your adult supervision? Like, they're saying the most horrendous words. It's not like just the common words that like they hear from a show and say it. Like,
they're like they're making up their own cuss words.
Exactly. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Some of them are quite talented too. I gotta admit, you know, every once in a while I'll get somebody slamming me hard, and I'll just start laughing. I was like, that was pretty good.
Yeah, or I love it like whenever they write long paragraphs, like at least like 15, 20 minutes worth of typing, and as soon as I see it, I delete it. I'm like, you spent a lot of time on that, and it just got deleted. Like,
I think that's a good note to end on. I think that's pretty bad.
Like, you can do all of that typing, but it just got deleted.
Deleted. Well, now they know, and I'm pretty sure there's some people there screaming in rage, typing out full paragraphs now, and we're like, oh crap, she's just going to delete it.
They're watching this, they're sulking. They're like,
pretty much.
God, talking about me.
I love it. Well, thank you very much, Kendall. It was an absolute pleasure. No problem. Continue doing what you're doing. Keep enjoying that passion. I love people that have passion for anything, something. And, you know, don't let anybody take that away from you.
No, for sure. I'll keep on going.
Yes, ma'am. All right. You have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
Go rest those shoulders. I know they're tired.
I know. I got traps built for them.
Show off.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. We're going to talk about reclaiming our Second Amendment rights after this quick break.